In the evolving scenario of the automotive industry, we can see an intense shift where internal combustion engines, popularly known as ICEs, are slowly fading in the background as the car manufacturers are moving towards sustainability. Engines that have long powered our vehicles are now a topic of environmental concern. In the past decade, we have come up with dangerous consequences of pollution which are linked to traditional fuel vehicles that made the scientific community build a new path, one that leads towards eco-friendly energy solution. As electric vehicles silently made their space on our road, the more promising candidate is hydrogen-powered vehicles, which are more environmental friendly more than electric vehicles. These vehicles are a witness to the industry's commitment to cleaner and more sustainable transportation options. Therefore, automotive companies are now investing heavily in the fuel cell technology. This passion is notably boosted as the government is now focusing more on zero-emission vehicles, actively endorsing and encouraging hydrogen-powered vehicles. A perfect example of this commitment is witnessed in India, where the Road Transportation and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari recently uncovered the country's first green hydrogen-based advanced fuel cell electric vehicle. This marks the beginning of India's ambitious journey to unite hydrogen-powered vehicles into the recent transportation scenario. So what exactly are hydrogen cars and how do they differ from their electric vehicles? Today, we will reveal the secret behind this cutting-edge technology that is changing the game in automotive world. But before we go on this journey, make sure to hit that like button and share the love. Let's get started. Before we get into the complications of hydrogen engines, it's important to understand the basic of electric vehicles. The fundamental operation revolves around the fascinating interplay of components, converting stored electrical energy into the mechanical magic that propels us. One of its main components is battery pack. Battery pack located at the bottom of the EV. This powerhouse is where the magic begins. Imagine it is a reservoir patiently waiting to be filled with electrical energy. The battery is made up of advanced lithium-ion known as heartbeat of EV, which stores the energy we need for our journey. When we plug in our EV to charge, we are essentially breathing life into this battery pack. This external charge flows into the battery pack, regenerating it and setting the stage for transformative process. Now let's switch gear and explore the interesting world of hydrogen vehicles. The root of hydrogen fuel cell technology may surprise you, with its roots dating back to the early 19th century, when GMC unveiled the Electro One in 1966. This technology made its way to the road for the first time. Hydrogen fuel cell technology has come a remarkable way since the 1960s, when the main parameter remained unchanged, but the method and the component have evolved. It is an interesting mix, combining the concept of both gas and battery-powered vehicles. Hydrogen cars are technically known as fuel cell electric vehicles or FCEVs. Now let's highlight the unique aspects that differentiate hydrogen vehicles from today's electric vehicles. Instead of relying on bulky lithium-ion battery packs like electric vehicles do, hydrogen vehicles have high-pressure hydrogen storage tanks. These tanks are made from lightweight yet strong materials like carbon fiber or metal alloy, which are light in weight and high in efficiency. The core of this hydrogen-powered is the fuel cell unit. Hydrogen gas stored in those high-tech tanks make its way into the fuel cell unit. Within the fuel cell unit, the hydrogen meets an electrolyte membrane. This complex process splits hydrogen molecules, producing electrons, and as a result, electricity is produced. Meanwhile, oxygen from the atmosphere combines with the protons and electrons of hydrogen, resulting in a spectacular result, that is, water molecules. Imagine multiplying this whole process 100 times, with the membrane stacked in the complete fuel cell system. To meet the power demand of such system, a smart solution is integrated, that is a battery. This system ensures that the excess electricity generated by the fuel cell is efficiently stored in the battery, providing additional power when needed. Now the question arises that if this technology is the answer to carbon emissions and climate change concern, then why isn't it dominating the mass production landscape? The big reason for this is that, mainly for starters, the hydrogen is a very complex substance and is everywhere in our universe. Although it is widely present on the Earth, it is rare to find it in its pure form. The challenge lies in separating the hydrogen, as this process requires a large amount of energy. Even though the popular method for separating is water electrolysis, it comes with hefty price tag. Breaking this barrier, recent progress in green hydrogen production by South Korean scientists is in demand. Green hydrogen produced using renewable energy sources represent a significant leap towards sustainability. Also, transporting this reactive gas introduces another layer of complexity. But fear not, refueling station will now have the ability to produce green hydrogen on the site itself. Whereas with solar power, these stations would be able to produce fuel with the help of only water and nickel-ion catalyst. Since 2015, three hydrogen-powered champions have been racing the road: the Honda Clarity Fuel Cell, Hyundai Nexo XUV, and Toyota Mirai. These vehicles not only symbolizes innovation but also the way for the sustainable driving future. Hyundai Nexo XUV has sold 10,000 units so far. Toyota Mirai has been at the forefront with the sale of over 21,000 units, with the potential for even more in the future, as automotive giants like BMW, Mercedes and Lexus are gearing up to join the hydrogen revolution. These industry giants are set to introduce their fuel cell vehicles in the coming year. In 2021, the United Kingdom unveiled its inaugural hydrogen strategy, setting a bold ambition to become the world's leading hydrogen power by 2030. Japan, leading the hydrogen initiative, it's preparing an impressive curriculum where the view is to establish a network of 900 hydrogen stations by 2030. Japan aims to support about 8 million fuel cell vehicles. Toyota, a major player in the hydrogen sector, launched Mirai in 2014, a hydrogen fuel cell powered vehicle that soon became a mass-produced success story. On the other hand, Honda diversifying the market by entering the FCEV scene in 2016. Also, French automotive giant Renault demonstrated its skill in 2021 by developing an F1 hydrogen concept car for its Alpine Formula 1 team. French manufacturer Renault revealed the Master Van H2 Tech at 2022 Paris Motor Show. This marvel van redefines efficiency with refueling where it takes less than 3 minutes to refuel. Nikola Motor Company is setting new standards in the commercial vehicle sector. In collaboration with Bosch, they have developed the Nikola 2, a fuel cell powertrain that makes the title of the world's first 40-ton fuel cell truck, which is to be launched in the year 2024. As the wheels of technology turn, the scope for hydrogen electric vehicles is expanding, bringing a wave of affordable and eco-friendly alternatives. The hydrogen revolution is gaining even more speed as automotive giants like BMW, Mercedes and Lexus set their sight on releasing fuel cell vehicles in coming years. This diversification of options indicate a commitment to a green automotive future. The Hyperjet XP1 supercar illustrates the power of hydrogen fuel cells. Much is possible with continued progress, and we look forward to the future where hydrogen-powered vehicles will become the norm, from everyday cars to luxurious hypercars and transport vehicles. And that brings us to the end of our exploration into the world of hydrogen cars. I hope you found this video informative and enlightening. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel Simple Technology. Your support motivates us to bring you more content on the latest technology. We value your thoughts and suggestions, so feel free to leave your comment in the box below. Let us know what topic you would like to cover in future videos. So keep exploring and stay curious.